You see, I had to fall back because I was too close. Y'all, I always want to exit out of that little screen that comes up. What is goody, y'all? It is your girl, Johnny Renetta, aka The Realist Jane. I am back with another video today. What does this button do? Oh, you can put filters? Not cute. See, this is why I gotta have an agenda when I go live, because I will go off into La La Land. I highly doubt anybody is up right now. It's like 1:15 in the morning. I took a nap earlier and I've just been up ever since. So I felt like maybe today is the day that I can come up here and just explain to y'all a little about how I started my business, my hair business, and just some things like I wish I knew before I did it. Right now I'm kind of taking a hiatus from my business though, because it is definitely not the season in my life to be playing around with that right now, because I like to produce results and I don't feel like I could have been given the best result right now for my business. So this is why I'm up here, like dishing out things that I've learned that I can like help y'all with. But I am not completely done with Bossmas yet, and like everything that I want to share with y'all. What is this? I guess I look okay. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about some stuff. And if you up, hey, what's good? If you're not up, obviously you're not on the video, but whatever. Anyways, so I started my business. Well, no, let's take it way back. I started getting into hair in high school. Virgin hair, back when virgin hair was like the popping quality. The lower quality of virgin hair was Remy, and we all know Remy ain't no real hair. So yeah, I started getting into virgin hair, and I started like testing out like different hair, and I would do like weird stuff to my hair. Like I would boil my hair, bleaching it back when you could bleach hair and it will get like 27 after like 10 minutes, or it would go 613 on accident, and you'd be like, oh, what happened here? At least I did. So yeah, I started to like dabble in the hair, and I just liked that whole experience. And I started making wigs, and then I went to college, and I wanted to like grow more towards becoming like a brand ambassador for people. So that's what I did. I brand ambassadored, is that the way you say it? I don't know. I was a brand ambassador for a hair company for a few months, and during that time I was also doing hair for other people, and it was definitely a learning experience. Like, it was interesting. But that same year, after those couple of months of branding, just like being a brand ambassador, I was like, I could do this. Like, I could sell my own hair. It's just I didn't know how to, because this was like 2016. It wasn't really popping like that, and the people that did do it, they didn't really share what they did or where they got a vendor. Or you think right now is please, years ago, no, nobody shared anything. Everything was literally find it yourself, do it yourself. So now I was just in that space where I was like, I made my first website on Big Cartel, and it was called Main Riches, my hair business, and I just put up photos. It didn't really do much because I didn't really promote it, and I was kind of still lost as to like what I was gonna do as far as like growing it, and where I was gonna even like get the products for it. I just didn't know anything, y'all. Like, I didn't know squat diddly do. I didn't know anything. So in that school started, I started picking up with, more clients, and I want to say this was around like September-ish. Y'all know in that video in the car section, just look at it, of how I told you I started my business, and there was like some details more about like the full process of it, but there are things in that process that I wish that just went differently, and that's really what I want to talk about today, even though I just told you like a quick little backstory that took 5 minutes. But yeah, so I wanted to share that today. So like, I had not made a business plan, which was an epic fail. You should definitely make a business plan. I feel like I didn't have enough time. Like, I was a full-time student, I was doing hair, I was working this other job, and I was just like constantly moving. I was dating this boy who was taking all my time. Don't waste your time with boys. And if you're a boy, don't waste your time with girls. Or if you like the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever, don't waste your time. Like, your 20s are for grinding. I feel like I didn't really utilize that for grinding. I utilized it as like, oh, I gotta have relationship goals. Oh, I gotta be a boss. Oh, I gotta be good in school. Like, I gotta do all these things. No, it's not even that. Even if you're not in school right now, like, just really take advantage of the time that you have, because you'll need it. Like, if you want to be a boss, you really need time. Like, life only gets busier as you get older because you get more responsibilities. And in your early 20s, early 18s and stuff, child, all you have is time. Like, even though people that's in high school, if you want to start a hair business in high school, time, like, utilize your time. Wake up at 5 in the morning. I don't care what nobody say. Bosses wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Oprah, she be up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. If you need a routine, look up some routines. I wish I had that. I wish I knew I was supposed to wake up at these times instead of just sleeping in all the time or being lazy or chasing boys. So another thing that I would say is, when it came to, like, everything spilled over. So without having like a complete business plan, without having enough time to do things, everything that I did was kind of just like this come up in my head. It sounds like a good idea, I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm not scared to take no risk, period. And I did that exactly, but sometimes the risks aren't always long-term or safe. So taking a risk in that is something that I did, which is why I put that tweet on social media about it. I do feel like, though, because people had already known that I was like that girl on campus that did hair, that they were more interested, because I was literally like posting every single day my services. When I tell you every single day, I was posting my services all day long. All day long. People follow me from campus, people follow me from other schools all day long. When people looked up hashtags about like my school and hairstyling and all that stuff, my name would come up. It was in my bio. It was all over my page. Like, I feel like I did that part right. And that's what helped drive to get the responses that I did. Now, going back to time, I got these responses and I created, I saw how many people were interested, and I was like, well, maybe I should get a business contract, which is what I did. I created one. It took me days to create a contract. But in the contract, it explained like things that I was going to offer them, things that I needed them to do, and how long the contract lasted. Everybody had to, there was a paper trail in the emails, and everybody had to, what do you call it? Sign it with a signature. just to verify, like, okay, I agree to these terms, and that's what it is. Legal binding contract, like, we could have, me and you right now could have like a verbal type of agreement, but unless it's recorded or it's documented some type of way, you can go back and say something completely different happened. I can go back and say something completely different happened. Having a contract is so important, y'all. And I'm glad that I utilized that aspect because there were things in that contract that both parties fell short of. Me and the person that was supposed to be helping me. So the goal of it was for me to do certain services for free and them to wear it and take pictures, and they can keep the pictures. I didn't, like, a lot of these people, they had social media accounts. They like every female likes, well, not, let me not speak for every female. Okay, females on social media, if you have one, 9 out of 10 you're posting pictures. And if you could get a product for dirt cheap, somebody would do your hair for free, and you can get free photos from a photographer, a freelance photographer, girl, for the low. Yes. So I was doing that, and then it was around homecoming. If you go, I went to a HBCU. If you go to a HBCU, you know everybody get their hair laid. So everybody was coming to get their hair laid for free, and they got hair for like the low. And I'm not talking about like, let me see, how much was that hair? Some of it was like, you can get like a frontal and 20 inches, 24 inches of hair for like less than $200. And it's all free, and the photos are free. And it was just like dope. In my head, I wanted everybody to be able to be in one space and take these photos. Boy, it just did not quite work out that way. Another thing was, I wanted somebody for every single hair texture. Let me tell you, that is so unnecessary, because you can just take the photo of the hair and just post it. Or you can Google search photos of hair and just put your logo on it and post it, instead of having somebody to model every single body wave, curly texture, straight hair that you have. And I just didn't know that. Like, I wish I did know that, because it would have been less stressful. And I would have got a different result. That would have been cool. What else? Y'all, did not make any notes for this. You know, I usually come through with my notes, but I just felt like talking, so this is why I'm talking about this. And I have been asked to, how did I start? This is how I started, legit. How I started. I didn't have guidance. Only thing I knew about hair was what I did with my brand ambassador experience and doing other people's hair for about 6-8 months. Honestly, that entire year I did hair up until early this year. I stopped doing other people's hair. So about 4 years I stopped doing other people's hair. And the main reason why I stopped doing other people's hair is because of COVID. Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm not playing no games with these people. People are different in their own houses, and I ain't got time. So yeah, and that was mainly it. Y'all, let me tell you, selling hair now is completely different. Like, me sharing my experience could be helpful to you so that you know what not to do, and, you know, take some of the things that I told you were good, like the business contract thing, or offering them something free or something that's to their advantage. But do not overwhelm yourself. Take advantage of your time and stop chasing these fake celebrity goals all over social media. The stuff is not real. These people are legit unhappy. And, I mean, you don't want to fall down that path. Like, you don't want to do that. Still. Yeah. This video is 15 minutes long, y'all. If you've been watching this entire time, you the GOAT. And if I've been all over the place with my conversation, I'm sorry. But, yeah. So, honestly, I really enjoy being on here and just talking about business stuff, getting y'all's perspective on things, and trying out these hair veneers. You know, this is true sin. Whatever. And I will put my update about it on here soon. But yeah, y'all, if you want to start a hair business, like, let me tell you, starting a hair business in 2021, you have to come hard and get creative, because this ain't no cookie cutter business no more. These people are educated. A lot of people have hair businesses or beauty businesses. I need to hot comb this. A lot of these people have their own business, and we gotta not reinvent the wheel, but we gotta get more creative. And I want to help y'all explore some more creative ways to sell hair outside of the traditional, oh, you gotta target your audience. But I know that can get pretty complicated from time to time. I have a video on that coming up here shortly on ways to help you target your audience and just get creative about it, but still keeping that business narrative about it. Yeah. So if there are things that you want to know more about that I discussed in this video, the good things. I don't want to talk about the bad things. The bad things, I mean, I already told y'all. We gotta explore on the good though. So if there are good things that you took out of this video that you want like more exploring on, let me know. And we can talk about it. I want to start going live more, and I know that it's late. Ain't it like 11? Not 11. Ain't it like 1:30 right now? And if you're on the West Coast, it's probably like 11:30 right now. That's interesting. But yeah, so if you're over there, it's 11:30 right now. You're probably up. But I don't know if I reached those people over there. Interesting. Yeah, this is all interesting. I'm just chatting now. But yeah, that's all I had to say on that. And I will TTYL. Be on the lookout for more Bossmas videos that are coming up. And I hope that you took something from this. Peace and hair grease.